Hello and welcome to Think Watercolour. Today I want to demonstrate a simple way to practice variegated washes and at the same time get to know how your palette colours react with each other. First I painted these two rectangular washes which I've kept relatively small to speed up the process, but the principle is the same if you wish to cover your whole sheet. Secondly, I used the same technique of adding wet into wet to create these two groups of trees. And whilst these aren't strictly variegated washes, the principle is the same. So let's get started. This is Arches 300-gram rough paper and I'm painting on dry paper. As you can see, I divided the sheet into two with a strip of masking tape. I've angled my board at 30 degrees, which is a little more than I would normally do, as I want to make sure that the bead of paint keeps travelling down the page as I add more colour. I'm starting with cadmium yellow. Always remember to make more paint than you think you're going to need for this sort of thing. Just paint along the bead, moving it down to where you want to add the second colour. Try not to scrub the paint on, just draw the brush across the bead to keep it wet. The next colour I'm using is sap green, which works really well with cadmium yellow. Again, just keep dragging your brush across the page, keeping that bead wet, moving it slowly down the page. Now I'm adding some jadeite green, which is my favourite Daniel Smith, one of my favourite Daniel Smith colours, and it works really well with sap green. Just take it down to the bottom of the page. Doesn't matter if you go over a few areas, it'll all blend together. Just lift the bead off with a dry brush. Just wipe with a paper towel. It just stops runbacks. For the second variegated wash, I'm starting with cadmium yellow again. Just making sure I keep that bead nice and wet. The second colour I'm adding is pyrrole orange. Again, this works really well with cadmium yellow. Just keeping that bead wet. And then finally I'm going to add burnt sienna, which is a lovely autumn colour, and that works well with pyrrole orange too. Always mix the paint darker than you think you need it to be, because it will dry much lighter. These variegated washes are ideal for backgrounds for you to paint your final painting over once they're completely dry. Now let those dry, and I'm not totally happy with the tonal value, so as they're really dry I'm just adding a little bit more of the cadmium yellow just to darken the colours a little bit. And I'm done with that. So that's how to do variegated washes. Learning how your colours work together is an important part of developing your watercolour skills. So using the same colours as I used on the variegated washes, I'm going to loosely sketch some hillside trees to show that practice can just be fun whilst getting to know how your colours work together. Starting off with the cadmium yellow, then adding some sap green. I'm now dropping in some jadeite green and just dotting them in together here and there. I've got the board flat this time as I want to have a little bit more control over where the paint runs. And just to add a little bit more into the mix, I'm using some alizarin crimson with the jadeite green to create a much darker colour. So it's the same idea of a variegated wash. You're going from light on the left to dark on the right and below. And it's just a very good way of learning how colours mix together. And while the paper's still very, very wet, you can mess about, drop in more pigment if you need to. Here I'm just darkening some of the areas and the tree trunks. As I say, it's just a very quick sketch idea, this. You can add more pigment as long as the paint stays wet. If it gets damp, be careful because you could end up with cauliflowers, but it's just a quick sketch anyway, so that it's not that important. Now I'm going to use the other colours, again starting with cadmium yellow and then dropping in the pyrrole orange. So on the left you've got what is potentially spring or summer trees, and this one could be autumn trees where the leaves are turning all their various shades of gold. Again, lighter on the left, getting darker to the right. Again, it's a variation on the variegated wash, but it's just a wet in wet technique. And to darken this one, I've added a touch of ultramarine to the burnt sienna to create the darks. Again, adding more pigment while it's still wet. As I said before, this is where practice is important, so that you do understand how your colours work together. When I first started doing this sort of practice, I used to write the colours on the paper once in pencil once I had finished and it was dry, so that I could go back and use it as reference, because it's sometimes easy to forget which colours I've used. As I said before, this is just a very quick practice sketch just to demonstrate the technique of wet in wet. That's dry now and I'm pretty much finished, so thank you so much for watching. I really hope you found this useful. Do keep practicing It's important that you get to know your paints. If you enjoyed the video, do give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and hit the notification bell for future videos. And thanks again for watching.